Don't count your problems, count your blessings. This is street wisdom. Truth over noise.
Don't count your problems, count your blessings. We dropping jewels in these hard life sessions. Truth in your ear, hope for your pain. Street wisdom poor kids running through the vein. Real talk only, we don't do guessing. Lessons from the block to your spirit confessing. Don't count your problems, count your blessings. Every scar's proof that you still progressing. From the stoop to the studio, mic to the pavement. Wisdom in the raw, no filter, no fake hits. Brooklyn to the Bronx where the soul still speaks. We preach to the pain and uplift the weak. You lost a few battles, that's part of the climb. But diamonds get formed in the pressure of time. We ain't here to flex, we here to reflect. Put faith in the field where the world show neglect. Truth in the cipher, hope in the loop. God in the bars and the word in the booth. Turn trials to tapes and the hurt to a hymn. Every loss got a light when you look from within. Don't count your problems, count your blessings. We in the trenches, but we still confessing. Faith in the fight and hope in the lesson. Street wisdom podcast, this the true direction.
What's up with it? Thank you for joining me. I am your favorite host from the West Coast. I am Church Music. And we'll be doing a little something different. I'm breaking the silence. A friend's goodbye. I'm breaking the silence. A friend's goodbye. This episode remembering Rufus Cooper, aka Young Noble. A conversation on mental health and lost. Because it's definitely real like that. Hi everyone, welcome back to Street Wisdom Talk to Men, I'll Talk Back podcast. And today's episode is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be personal. And for those that are listening under the sound of my voice, it's going to be hard. But I think and I know that this is important. About a little over a week ago, I lost someone that was very close to me. My friend, Rufus Cooper, aka Young Noble, the original Outlawz, took their own life. Let me say that again. My brother Rufus Cooper, aka Young Noble, handpicked by the legendary Tupac, took their own life. And ever since, I've been carrying this weight. Questions, guilt, sadness, and to keep it all the way real, a million what ifs. I'm just keeping it all the way real. Maybe you've been there too, or someone that is listening to me has been there too, or maybe you're worried about someone you love. So today, I just want to talk about my friend, my brother, my outlaw brother, Rufus Cooper, Young Noble. About the signs that I missed, or Idi Amin missed, or his beautiful wife missed, or those that know him the most missed. The conversations we didn't have, and why we need to break the silence around mental health is real. And never get it twisted. Mental health is real. Okay? I just want you to know that, because what if? A million what ifs if I would have just recognized the sign. Or what if when he called me, I would have just really talked to him instead of letting him vent. But let's remember my brother. Young Noble, Outlaw, he was the kind of person who was just so positive about everything. Love and kindness. And he went through a lot as an outlaw. Lucky number 7. Okay? But if we were on tour, if someone was hungry and they didn't really have the money, he would make sure, if we 24 deep, if we go into Popeye's Chicken or whatever the case may be, even 5-star restaurants, he would make sure everybody eats. Such a beautiful man. You know what I'm talking about? I just don't understand. When Noah walk in the room with real confidence, Jersey No, you know what I'm talking about? He can light up the room with his laugh and his goodwill and his positive vibes. He would check on you, your family. You know what I'm talking about? But behind Jersey No, the smile, the courageous outlaw, we gonna get it for real. My brother was fighting battles none of us fully saw. Let me break that down for you real slow. My brother was fighting battles that none of us completely saw. But I keep thinking about the last time we talked. We talked about 3 days ago for over an hour. At least I know that to be true. You know what I'm talking about? He was just like, what's up with it, church? And Noah was, he high energy, you know what I'm talking about? But he was very calm. He said, I ain't doing nothing but checking on you and your beautiful mother. I loved it. That's the type of brother that he was. I don't want to talk no music shit. None of that. How you doing, King? And for a lot of those that know him, he always believed in calling real men king. You know what I'm talking about? And I was like, you good? You all right? He's like, yeah, baby. You know what I'm talking about, B? Just checking on you and your mother. That's it, son. I said, I got you, Pimp, but I love you. And if you need me, I'm here, mobile to mobile. I am my brother's keeper. But I had no idea it would be my last goodbye to my brother, to my friend. I just didn't realize this was my last goodbye. How could I have not known? How could I have not known? As you're listening and I'm sharing this with you, maybe you've asked yourself the same thing. But here's what I learned. And this is really, really real. Depression doesn't always look like sadness. Let me break this down for you real slow. In the memory of my brother, Rufus Cooper, young noble outlaw. Depression doesn't always look like sadness. Sometimes it looks like humor. A lot of people that know he was real humor. You know what I'm talking about? Like cracking jokes and, Jersey. You know what I'm talking about? Jersey No. But also Noah was quiet. He liked his safe space. After the shows, he didn't really want to do the after parties. He'd rather just go to the room and eat his Jersey sub mics. You know what I'm talking about? or even just being tired. Say it with me, tired. And a lot of us is tired when we fighting every day for our life, trying to be providers for our family. And that's one thing about young Noble. He loved his family in spite of his crucial mistake. Okay? Tired losing your beautiful mother. Tired fighting backlash, lies on your name, being an outlaw, fighting and standing up for Tupac. Sometimes it just gets tired. And sometimes we can't blame ourselves for not seeing what someone worked so hard to hide. Because if you have to self-inflict wound, you work so hard to hide. 3 hours we talked about future plans and future business and fresh starts for a new beginning. You shared with me about your new business adventures with your Airbnbs in Atlanta and other great things that I won't disclose amongst the public. You shared that with me, brother. You loved me and I love you, and how you were feeling and things of that nature, the good and the bad. Okay? The good and the bad. And after young Noble's passing, that affected me terribly on July 4th, when I had got the news from my partner, my cousin in Charlotte. And I remember like it was yesterday, because he's been on the road. He's been traveling all over the world just like I have. So I haven't heard from him in a minute. But he called me on Facebook Messenger, back to back. He called me on Instagram, back to back, and I instantly grabbed the phone. He said, "Church, what's up?" I said, "What's happening?" He said, "Church, what's up? You good?" I said, "What's up, player? I mean, talk to me and I'll talk back. What's happening?" He said, "Church, you haven't heard." I said, "What are you saying, partner?" He said, "Church, you need to sit down." And at that time, as I was sitting down, he said, "You heard about young Noble?" And instantly in my heart, I said, "What happened? Did he die?" He said, "Yes." From there, I get calls, texts, DMs all over the world, because people know, as your host, Church Music, I am a close associate to my brother Idi Amin and Young Noble. You know what I'm talking about? So after Young Noble's passing, it touches your heart to know why. So what do? You start reading their texts again. And you look for, was there a little sign? Did I miss something? You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm just so tired of everything. Sometimes, brothers or Noble might have it felt, you niggas will be better without me. You know what I'm saying? I'm fighting for this outlaw shit. I'm fighting for my life. I have chronic anxiety after my heart attack. Because for those that don't know, Noble had a heart attack. And also, my brother was going through exceptional chronic pain based on his back. Okay? And never forget, and for those that know Noble the close, not just taking a picture with him, but for those that know him close, know that it troubled him tremendously losing his beautiful mother. Okay? And so sometimes as my brother was venting, you just look at it, that's my brother, he just vent, I'm talking about, he just getting it all out. But now, I wish I would have just asked him one more time with love. Young Noble, are you okay? The truth is, in reality, as I'm sharing this with you under the sound of my voice, we can give the advice and we can speak well, but in reality, we're not mind readers. But I do know one thing, but we can be better listeners. I remember my OGs always used to tell me as a young G, I'm talking about when I'm talking and I was strong with it, you know what I mean? And I was quick to just want to get off the hip and share what I had to say. They would say, church, you got one mouth to speak and two ears to listen. You should be listening right now. So for that, I do know that we could be better listeners when our brothers or our sisters are troubled, are venting and needing our help. It could be one word from God. We could talk all day, try to hit the brain, impact the heart. But I do know one thing, we could be better listeners. We can really just stop and say, I'm fine, when we know that we're not good. We can stop pretending everything's okay when it's not. We can stop pretending when everything is okay when it's not. Young Noble's death taught me one thing, that suicide isn't about wanting to die. No, and you're looking at church and say, what do you mean? If I kill myself, I want to die. Absolutely not. Death taught me that suicide isn't about wanting to die. It's about wanting the pain to stop. It's about wanting the pain to stop. Because we have to turn the pain into power so that we can resurrect our life. The pain of losing a mother. Young Noble loved his mother tremendously. He loved the game. He loved the hustle. He loved the creative elements of music that helped him to create balance. Okay? What was ever troubling my brother where the devil choked him for one night, where I'm wishing that he would have the strength and the courage to lay it down, or just to sit on the couch and rest his head. But always remember that the devil has to grant and talk to God about taking your servant's life. He wanted to tell God, your servant, Young Noble, isn't what he say he is. He loves the Lord. He talks about the power, and he wants men to be mighty kings in righteousness and love. God says, you can harm my servant, Young Noble. Just don't kill him. So what does that mean? Noble may have loved the Lord, but he didn't know the Lord. Because you didn't have to do it like that. You just didn't have to do it like that. It's never about wanting to die. It's about wanting the pain to stop. And this is why we have to talk about it and not in whispers. We have to talk about it and not in whispers. Not in whispers. Because it could be too late. It can be too late. And I notice when people talk to me and they call me, I've been getting calls all over the world. Okay? All over the world. And people know me as church music, the spirit of truth, that I educate and I provide wisdom and advice. But sometimes when we talk, they're wearing the mask that they've been hiding for so long. The internal mask that they've been hiding for so long. So for those that feel that they talked to Noble and gave Noble advice during the journey of the life, please don't be so hard on yourself. What I wish I said, if I could talk to young Noble right now, one more time, I would say, Noble, I love you so much, and I want you to know you've never been a burden in my life. And I want you to know you are loved by me. Not what you got going on or what you're popping with outside over here, or over there in Jersey, or over there in Atlanta. But you are loved by me, church music. And it's okay not to be okay. You understand what I'm saying? I would say that to my brother right now. If I could talk to my brother one more time. Young Noble, I would say to you, my brother, I would say, you motherfucker. You angered me with that shit. How could you, brother? But if I had one more time, I would just say, you never been a burden in my life. You are loved by me, brother. You put me in the game. You and Edie, you gave me opportunities to make money, to travel with you guys, to embrace a part of your success and to be a part of your global success. I'm thankful for that. But I would tell you, motherfucker, and excuse my French, but I'm hurt right now. I would tell you, brother, it's okay not to be okay. And it's really, really real like that. Please forgive me. For those that are listening, please forgive me. So, if you're listening right now and you're struggling and you're hurting, please tell someone. Don't be afraid to think that you can't talk to someone, because God will send a mercy angel. He will send a lesson and a blessing. Okay? Don't hold it in. Tell someone. And if you're worried about someone, ask them twice. Sit with them in the dark. Fight for them when they can't fight for themselves. Would you do that for me? I'm bringing action where we have to not just say, yeah, the mental health is real. We have to get out here and provide. And if you're tired and just got off work and your partner calls you and says, man, I need to talk, but you tell him, man, give me a call back, man, I'm sleeping, I'm tired, I've been working all day, and then you wake up in the morning and he's gone just like that. Bring it to action. If someone is hurting or struggling emotionally, physically, tell someone. Please don't be afraid. Tell someone. Young Noble, I miss you, my brother. And I'm sorry I didn't know how much you were hurting, but I thought I knew what you were going through. Forgive me, brother. I'm so sorry that I did not know, your brother that was very close to you on your hip, that I didn't know that you was hurting to this magnitude. But I promise, as Emmanuel prays Wallen, to keep saying your name and uplifting your name, and to keep talking about the things that mattered, because silence can partially be a good thing, but also silence can be the enemy. To everyone listening, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. You're not alone. Church music is with you. Reach out, DM me, email me, streetwisdomtalktome@gmail.com. Reach out. Keep going. Stay strong. Stay in love. And let's look out for one another. Will you promise me that? Please, always remember that mental health is real. And we can't just talk about, well, if he would have listened to you more, or, maybe he could have said something that possibly, and he wouldn't have done that. No one never knows. I just said we're not mind readers, but we could be better listeners. So let's focus on that. I am church music. This episode is in the memory of Rufus Cooper, aka Young Noble. I love you. The world loves you. Tupac loves you. Fatal loves you. Idi Amin loves you. Your wife loves you. Your children love you. We're here. Mental health is real. Friends, goodbye. Church music. And thank you for listening.